Michelle with Stamping with Michelle, and I'm here with another technique for you. Today I'm going to teach you the Starburst technique. This is a paper technique. It uses paper rather than an accessory or a product. So let's get started. And the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to need 1.5 inch strips of paper. I'll bring the card back in here, I used Designer Series paper as well as Primrose Petals cardstock. But you're going to start with them at 1.5 inches, and then you need to bring your paper trimmer in, and you need to cut them on the diagonal. So you can see the groove here where my cut is going to be made, and I'm lining it up so that I'm cutting from the upper corner to the opposite lower corner. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut these. I'll cut the other one. Like that. So you have 4 triangles. And then I have done the same with my pink Primrose Petals cardstock. I cut those strips in half, so I have those triangles, and then I actually ran them through the embossing folder, the Dots embossing folder. That's the Celebration product. So let's slide those over. We're going to bring in a little piece of Pool Party cardstock. This has been cut at 4 inches by 5¼ inches, and we are going to apply some adhesive. And I'm going to take and put it all the way around and make a rectangle in the upper half of the cardstock. And I'm not typically that generous with my adhesive, but for this case you really do need it. So we're going to start in the center with one of the pink pieces, and I'm going to put it like so, and so that my tip is extending down like that. And then we are going to, I'm going to actually lift it up just a dite. We're going to nest our Designer Series paper right next to it, and we're going to just keep alternating all the way around. Like so. And the pink. It doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. The tips there are going to get all covered up anyway. So, like that. Then you're going to take a pair of scissors, or you could stick it back into your paper trimmer, and you are going to cut all of these little extra pieces off. Like this. And so there we go. If you didn't have quite enough to bring it around like this, you can actually use one of your scrap pieces to kind of fill in there. And I'm going to trim it a little bit like that. We'll square it up a little bit. There we go. There, so that is now your main part, and now we're going to cover this all up. We're going to take, this is just a 1 inch strip of cardstock. I've stamped little arrows on there, and we'll just add a little bit of adhesive. And apply it right there, and look at that. That whole mess down on the bottom is covered up, and nobody would be any the wiser. We're going to stamp a little thinking of you in Primrose Petals down in the lower left corner. And then I have stamped the flower. This is from the Petal Parade Celebration stamp set. I punched it out with a 1 3/4 inch circle punch and added a little pearl. And then I have dimensionals on the back. And that is going to go right there. And then this whole thing is going to get layered onto our card. And our card is made of Coastal Cabana cardstock. It is your standard 5.5 by 8.5. And we can layer that right down in the center. So there you go. That is the Starburst technique. You can order any of these supplies by going to my blog at www.michellebreton.com and clicking on the online ordering button in the upper right hand corner of the blog. That'll take you to my web store. You can place the order and it will ship right to you. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.